What's going on, y'all? My name is Joltage, and today bringing you some SCL action. This time between kythr of the platoon, right? He's on the platoon, and Finchinator of the Foxes. Finch was subbed in last second for Todao, who's normally their player, but I don't know what happened to him. Finch, obviously, very well known name around Smogon, usually in OU and NU. But got to do what you got to do sometimes, and this time he's got to play some LC. Um, Abra Mienfu. Uh, okay. Uh, Inner Focus Abra versus um, we got Inner Focus Abra up against the Mienfu. I don't think Finch knows about Inner Focus Abra because he just kind of tossed it away. We see a Focus Punch on the incoming Natu. Um, Abra Shadow Ball is not enough to take out the Natu, actually. That's wild. Um, wait. Wait, why was the Abra able to switch? um, okay, so it's Shed Shell Abra because I refuse to believe that it's not Arena Trap Diglett. Um, so that's interesting. Huh, okay. Anyway, coughing, it gets knocked off. Tether actually doesn't have the greatest coughing switches. But he's going to U-turn out naturally. Let's see who he goes to. He's got... Yeah. Nothing really wants to come in to coughing. So... Diglett it is. Immune to Thunderbolt and is going to threaten out the coughing. I assume. Grassy terrain is up, so coughing might be like, I can handle this. But nope. Earth power anyway, which makes sense, being that you set your own terrain. Out comes Fu on the Sludge Bomb. I guess we just have Special Dig. Sludge Bomb for potential Grookies, of course. Not something yeah. Sludge Bomb's been a weird tech for Dig forever, really. Sludge Bomb in ORS was good for Cottony, and Snivy. It remained useful for Snivy in Gen 7, and now Grookey is the main target of it. So, Mienfu's going to U-turn out on the incoming Mare. I assume this is Mare should live, I think. I think Mare lives Dig without being knocked, unless it's like Life Orb. Even then, I think it might live on like no health. Natu it is, actually. Fair enough. Now we'll see what kythr wants to do here. I mean, the Psychic isn't something he really wants to switch into with anything but his pawn. His pawn has to be wary of a Heat Wave, obviously. I mean, you're not making a ton of progress with it. Natu actually decides to go for a Roost there. Eats a knockoff and loses that Eviolite. Oof. Big sludge bomb crit. Takes Natu all the way down to like 2 HP. Luckily didn't get poisoned there. Kythr's just daring Natu to hit it, basically. So Finch obliges. And down goes Natu. Marini's dead here with Diglett. So, that becomes pretty good for Fu to lose, to get rid of the actual fight resist, because Abra can live the fake out, as we saw, but, it's not far away. There's not actually great spot here. I mean, Coughing is knocked, so that's good. I would have Grassy Glid here. Drain Punch is fine. Yeah, I would have probably clicked the glide on that. But, Rain's fine. Kythr's not actually in a great spot here, just matchup-wise. Getting Abra in's tough. Alright, Fu's in, Fu v Fu. Both are not knocked yet, so I imagine we'll see it fake out from Kythr right here. As Finch goes Coughing on the high jump kick, it's going to be enough to, high jump kick's not enough to 2-hit KO, so we're going to see U-turn, most likely. Whether Coughing is running Will-O-Wisp is a real question these days. A lot of times it's, sometimes it can opt to drop that for like Pain Split, for example. But you always have to be wary of the possibility, for sure. See what we want to do. I mean, it's going to be U-turn out from Kythr, obviously. Oh, taunt. Prevents the Pain Split. We know this doesn't have Willow then. That's cool. And you can fairly reasonably go Diglett or Taunt. Fu's not something we've seen a ton of in this gen, especially. Taunt used to be pretty good, again, back in Gen 6. But usually don't see that. So no fake out. No, mainly because fake out's just usurped everything as like the optimal fourth move, it seems, these days. So, there was a time way back in BMFU's history where you had a lot more variety in terms of what that fourth move was. Taunt was a good option. Stone Edge was occasionally used for things like Larvesta and hitting Vullaby a little bit harder. But seeing the taunt once again is pretty cool, actually. Provided Mienfu doesn't miss this high jump kick, I think it should be able to take out this Coughing here and not be trapped by a Diglett. So that's good. Speak of the devil. Finch 100% should go hard back to his coughing here to prevent this regen. I think Finch should 100% go coughing to prevent the regen. His other option would be faking out, but I don't think fake out does a ton for him. Kyther's kind of low on time here. That was very unfortunate for him. That would have done it wouldn't have been able to take out the Mienfoo, but it would have done a good chunk for sure. And like we mentioned earlier, it has no kythr has no fight resist, and he loses that speed time. Down goes Mienfoo for the U-turn. That's unfortunate. Now Pharaoh can come in pretty freely. I think Kyther's best option for dealing with this Pharaoh is honestly to Final Gambit with his dig. So we go Grookey here. Drain Punch isn't going to do that much, but U-turns out on the Mienfoo. Abra can come in and it'll eat the fake out for sure. So Finch knows that it's inner focus at this point, so he should definitely look to be switching out. Raw Focus Punch, we love to see it. Does decent damage, not enough though. It did okay damage, honestly. Like to Pharaoh, that's solid. From Abra, non-life orb, for sure. Oh, it's Revenge Pharaoh too. Dang. All right, out comes Grookey on another Revenge. I think this is the Drain Punch for sure. Yeah. Out comes Foo. Very hard game for Kythr to win, just from this spot. Kythr quite low on time as well. Out to Pawn, the U-turn. Diglett's going to be able to come in and take it out, but... Oh, actually Pharaoh's the option. Didn't want to play the Sucker Punch mind game, I suppose. Should be a pretty free knock. And it is. Okay. Revenge. Go Diglett or Abra works. Abra is going to be able to take out with Psychic for sure. Unfortunately, Abra's going to get trapped by Diglett. Actually, no, it's Shed Shell. I forgot. Psychic's going to take out Pharaoh. Out comes Porygon. Doesn't get the Spatak boost, but I don't know how much that'll matter at this point. Ice Beam, I think, should be able to take out Abra. This is an assumed Scarf Porygon, of course. Kythr, 5 seconds. Goes Grookey on the Agility, not Scarfed. Imagine the raw Focus Punch there. It wouldn't have killed because Abra's weak as shit. But yeah, Finch. Yeah, Finch actually won the game. Finch played pretty well. The only real unfortunate thing for Kythr was the HJK miss was definitely really unfortunate, and then the subsequent speed tie loss on the predicted non-fake out was definitely unfortunate. But Finch is going to pick up his team a win in LC. Kythr is going to fall to... I don't even remember what Kythr's record is. What week is it? 6? 7? I don't remember. But yeah, Kythr is gonna fall to Finch, making a dip down to LC. But yeah, guys, if you enjoyed, please feel free to hit the like, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.